bullshit.
I just said bullshit. Yeah.
And like I think that something that would especially help this country specifically is like we have such a huge issue with people taking pharmaceutical drugs, is that if people actually understood the benefits that they would get out of cannabis if they were to give it a fair shot. And by fair shot I mean like you can't just go from like taking things like oxys or opiates through your pills and stuff like that and smoke a little bit of weed and then go back to taking your pills and say that the weed didn't really help you. It's right. The same thing that happened with me when I was on Xanax or I was on sleeping pills. It's like you have to actually see how much it can affect you on its own versus when you're combining it with other things. And especially with how well cannabis is able to help people wean off of those different products.
Yep.
One of the big things about like me making content is that I want to be able to be one of those people on the forefront of spreading proper education about cannabis. Awesome. So like our big goal is like with making content is that we'll be able to travel across the country. We want to make one of the first actual traveling gambling streams where it's like consistently we are going to be live 5 times a week out of our RV. We could bring people in to be able to play along with us, not just play along with us, but also smoke with us.
You're stopping here, right?
Like,
bring that show. Bring your show here.
The show Getting Dug with High, and I want to see that come back. Like that was peak weed tuber days for me. So if I could do anything to be able to bring something like that back, I'm going to count it as a success. You know.
Yep. Absolutely, for sure.
I really like what you said about learning the different, because it's so overwhelming for people like, let's say, middle-aged women to go into a dispensary because they don't indica, sativa, terps. They don't know. But every day I own a salon in there. At some point, I talk to someone who you would never ever think, But I talk to them about the terps and what works for them. So that's cool that you're doing that for education.
No, like how you're saying it's incredibly overwhelming for people. They've heard so many bad things about weed since they were in elementary school, and like the amount of people that don't understand that like while it is a psychoactive drug, it's not going to be something that causes you psychosis. It's not going to be something that makes you go insane. Like, even with us ripping dabs, huge dabs here, and experiencing the strongest paranoia. Like, nice.
Did you die?
Experiencing the strongest paranoia and anxiety attacks possible live in front of people. We're still perfectly fine, still perfectly lucid. We still remember things from yesterday, One of the,
cool.
That's crazy. You got a vegetable, and you got an onion and a garlic talking about they're fine. Absolutely fine.
And this is listen, honestly, Fuma, this is why I wanted to do it, because this, when you see people in character and stuff, and then you have the opportunity to see them not, and then you get to know, like, listen, like I mean, like, I can have fun with the characters, but then I can sit here and have an intellectual conversation with you guys about what's going on, shit about weed, shit about gambling, shit about whatever. So that's what makes it real. That's what makes it good. That's that's what I enjoyed about tapping into your channel.
There has to be a level of seriousness with everything you do. Anything you do. Anybody, like the people that made Baby Shark, there was a level of seriousness there when they made that song.